Holy cow. Right off the bat. There we go. There we go. There we go, guys. Number 3. Holy cow. Look at that. Right there. Check out that fatty. Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. Alright guys, so I'm going to bushwhack through here a little bit. This is where I did a video one time on this little snake pond or lake back in here in the spring, and I didn't catch anything, but I did see some snakes. So we're going to try to get back in here again and see what we can find. I can already see the ducks and the waterfowl. Yep. Just as I remembered. Thick and overgrown. The thing is, I don't know what the depth is in here. Man, that looks juicy. But is it fishable? I mean, fishable as in, am I going to catch something? Well, we're going to give it a shot. There's the back of the headquarters for the refuge. All right. Well, I've come prepared. I've got 3 rods. One, check that out. Is that a leaf or something swimming? One, I've got my ultralight with 6-pound line on it, speed spin 100, and then I've got my 2 6-footers, 20-pound braid, fluorocarbon leaders, and one I've got the speed spin 300, the other I've got the newer version of the laser speed spin 300. One's got a Bitsy bug on it with a little craw trailer. The other one's got the MEPS XD. So I think I'm going to throw the little jig first, kind of pop it in and around. All right guys, let me get things settled here and we'll get started. All right guys, I'm ready to go. It's just a little Bitsy bug with a little crawfish trailer. Hey, a couple things. Don't forget that I'm going to do the drawing for the 100 sub giveaway on the 17th. That's coming up. So get your entries in. Remember, you got to be subscribed. You got to answer the question, like the video, and good luck to everyone who enters. The other thing is, if you're new to the channel, hey, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for joining us, and I appreciate your support. The other thing is, guys, hey, Christmas is coming up. I hope everyone's excited about that. You got all your Christmas shopping in. I got mine done. And it's a great time of year. It really is. So I hope everyone is excited about the holiday season and the new year coming up also. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit some of these areas in here, and hopefully if we can get something out of here. They say there's nice crappie in here, bass and so forth. So I'm gonna try to catch some of these bass in here. If not, just back behind me is that little buffalo hole we can hit. Little ranch pond. So with the jig, I just kind of bounce it along. Hopefully get something. Got all kinds of geese and ducks. Ooh, is that a hit right there? No. Felt like it. Just some cabbage. Nothing yet, guys. Still kind of just throwing out. There's just a ton of vegetation down in there. I was thinking of throwing the Whopper Plopper, and I'm happy I didn't. Because those hooks would catch just... You can't really see maybe because of the sun, but there's just some vegetation just under the surface there. And I'm running this thing on weedless, and I'm catching some vegetation. If you never tried a bitsy bug, guys, you got to do it. They're fantastic. And there's different kinds of trailers you can use. A little beaver trailer. I don't know if you can see him. There's a woodpecker just going bananas. Picking in the tree over there. Anyway, different trailers you can get for the bitsy bug. Some of the smaller trailers that are like 2 inches, 2.75, 2.5 inch, that are really good. These are just these basic craw claws that I put on there. You can kind of see it. Nothing real big, but I like using them. And they get the job done. They're durable too. I see some ripples out there, but man, just nothing wants to hit. And I'm trying to go a little bit slower than usual because I know the fish are a little bit more lethargic, but I gotta pop it a little to get it out of some of that junk that's down there. All right, guys, this is just beautiful back in here. Sadly, nothing's going. Tried some different stuff and just couldn't get anything to bite. So now I'm going to move back to the smaller pond over here, see if we can get something. I'm going to throw the bitsy bug, then I'm also going to throw a Senko and a couple other things. And of course I got the crawlers with me, so I can throw those in there. All right, let's head back out and head over there. Oops. Here's one for the blooper reel, guys. The wind caught that sucker. There we go. right in the top of that shrub. Hey, we're at spot number 2. And I'm just throwing the bitsy bug in here. Alright guys, nothing on the little bitsy bug, so ooh, as soon as I start talking the wind kicks up. Isn't that usually how it goes? So I've got this 6-inch Senko I'm going to throw in here from Gary Yamamoto. It's that green pumpkin. And I caught some big bass on it up in Iowa. I loved it. We'll see what we can get out of here. Hopefully we can get something. Alright guys, I switched sides over here. Still using the 6-inch Senko. I did that experiment this summer using the 6-inch lunker log from Guggen Squad and then a Yamamoto 6-inch. And man, I tell you what, the fish are really liking those. Not on film, but my brother likes to use these orange Yama Senkos, and we were fishing that spot there in Iowa, and he had a pike hit his and just instantly busted the line. I mean, he set the hook and was playing him, and just bam, that was all she wrote. Alright guys, so I switched over to a night crawler, and on the ultralight we'll see what we can get. Am I hooked up? Oh, that was weird. Alright guys, so I switched to the night crawler on a crappie magnet on the ultralight rod. Now when I was up in Oklahoma fishing up there, trout fishing, I used the full night crawler so it could drift in the water, and that worked out really well. Normally I just pinch off a chunk and use just a little bit, but for trout fishing I like to just let the whole worm drift along, and it worked out pretty well. Here I'm just using just a chunk of one, piece of one. We'll see what we can get. Fish on. Let's see what we got here on the night crawler. Check it out. It's a little bluegill, little slick nickel. All right, so at least we avoided the skunk. Ooh, he was barely hooked. Check him out. There we go. My quest to keep fishing this until I catch a crappie, because they say that there are plenty of crappie in here, but I'm thinking people caught them, and it's supposed to be if you catch a crappie, throw them back in so kids can catch them. And I think people caught them and just took them, because I have yet to pull a crappie out of here. I tried a little gulp minnow, guys, and I also tried the little craw that I've got that I love to use, and nothing. Just pretty much night crawlers have been the only thing to to attract any attention. I think here in a few minutes we're gonna go try the main creek over there. I've just had terrible luck in that creek, and I've seen gar swimming in there, giant bass, crappie, and no matter what I throw, I just cannot catch anything in there. All right, so I'm going to spot number 3, which is the creek here. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not, but the snow geese are just all through there. You can see some young ones in there that aren't quite full white. Yearlings stay kind of like a tan color, but there's also some Ross's geese in there. All right, guys, nothing yet. I've been pitching the jig along, this bitsy bug. I hear these splashes on here, and I've got the night crawler floating around out there, but just nothing yet. I even tried the little craw. Nothing. I did see a little gray fox, a little swift fox kind of a guy come out on that point down there. He looked around, he kept going back down that way, sniffing around for stuff. Maybe he can catch a napping goose or a rabbit. But I think these are little shad that are popping along in here, because they don't seem very big, and they're definitely not like a bass. They're like more actually like little minnows. But just firing the bitsy bug, I've walked all the way down there a bit, walked up this way, kind of pitched it around that bend. Nothing. Although one of the biggest bass I ever caught was in a creek like this, up at another lake. Actually, it was the Trinity River, the Elm Fork of the Trinity River, and I was bouncing a tube along the bottom, and kabam! Had a nice big fat bass hit it. That was before my YouTube days. Man, it was a hot summer day that day too. That was summer of 2016. There's a big heron that keeps moving down the bank, and now he's just right over there. But I don't think he's gonna get any closer. He knows I'm over here. I think he's pecking at these little minnows, these little shad that keep popping on the surface here. I can't believe nothing on the night crawler. There go the geese again. They're just flying from one field to the other. These little food plots they have out here. You know, the thing is, I've never had much luck fishing this creek right here. And I mean, I've had gar within a couple feet swimming by, a couple carp, but I wasn't carp fishing unless, you know, well, technically they could have hit the night crawler. But man, I think I caught a couple little dinky catfish on the crawler, but I mean, I used a Whopper Plopper, the knockoff Whopper Plopper, MEPs, spinners, all kinds of stuff. All right, guys, so I left the creek over there and I came back to this spot. Gonna throw the Senko again and the night crawler. Whoop. What are you doing tipping over, huh? Are we hooked up, boys? Are we hooked up? Ooh! Almost. I just hope one day I pull a crappie out of here. Maybe in the wintertime, not much food around, they'll actually hit. But I don't know. I don't think they're in here. I've said it a million times. These people swear they're in here, but they want you to catch and release. I got a bite right there. Let's see what we got. Check it out. It's a little slick nickel. You know, the thing is, they said there were big bluegill in here as well. But I think the big bluegill, there we go, get a good look at him. I think the big bluegill might have been caught and kept as well, because there's a lot of people that love to eat those. All right, so we got that little guy. I've caught a couple decent sized bluegill in here, but there are some big bass in here. There's no telling, maybe that's what got the big bluegill, or they're just not biting, or people caught them and kept them. Just right up here and close, guys. Let's check it out. Oh, it's another little slick nickel. Jeez Louise. Hey, at least we're not getting skunked. Oops, fumble. I gotta get this guy. Come on, where are you? There you are. In the thorny grass, of course. Let's go. All right. Let's get back out there. I got something there? All right, boys, we're hooked up. Ooh, I'm gonna have to dig that one out of him. All right, guys, be right back. I gotta get the pliers. All right, guys, there we go. It's kind of a cool little, it's got his winter colors for sure. Boy, he just zipped out of there. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up from here. Head back. I gotta go over some information with you. I've had to deploy the squirrel trap again. I heard one of them trying to grind in and chew up to get into the roof again. So I've got to deploy the Duke trap, and it's a live trap, and we'll talk about that whenever I get back to the worldwide headquarters. There, oh! No! No! Dang it! I had a hit right there. He's not going to go back for it. Although I say that, and then up in Iowa, I had that bass hit that Senko, what, like 3 or 4 times? And then I finally caught him. That was just wicked. All that's frozen now. I need to go up there one winter, do a compare and contrast video of all the places that I went to. Dang it. Well, I gave it a good shot, guys, with the Senko. All right. Hey, I'll see you back at the worldwide headquarters. I'm going to talk about the giveaway again, and talk about that trap that I set. All right, guys, we're here at the worldwide headquarters at Casual Observations, and here is the Duke trap. I've got a whole bunch of videos on how I had to trap these squirrels that were getting into the roof, causing all kinds of trouble. And it just put up a little live trap. There's a slice of bread in there with peanut butter on it that worked the best. And these Duke traps are wonderful. They hit that pan in there and pow, they're stuck in there. And then you just release them at another location out in the a friend's place outside of town. But anyway, so just wanted to give you a quick update on that. Alright guys, just a reminder that on the 17th is a 100 sub giveaway. You have a chance to win these items and much, much more. Alright, I'll leave a link here to the original video that goes through all the instructions on how you can win, and go check that out. Essentially, you need to be a subscriber, like the video, answer the question in the form of a comment, and you should be good to go. Okay, Friday the 17th, I should be able to do the drawing. Now, that's also the day that all the kids go on Christmas break, and of course I work in education. So if it was a chaotic day, then it may be pushed to the 18th and I'll do the drawing. But it'll get done, and we'll be able to congratulate our winner. Alright. Last thing is, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and I wish all of you the best in all your fishing endeavors for the fall, the winter, and I hope you guys get all kinds of cool fishing loot for the holidays, for Christmas. I hope you get some great gifts. Alright. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.